COVID-19, Tyson, and his team has. So I've just seen it now, about an hour ago, and I was shocked, you know, because these things do happen, and I don't know.
So it might be off the fight on the 20th.
I think it is off, because obviously I spoke to him now about 40 minutes ago, and he said, we've all got it. And apparently one of the sparring partners brought it in because he's going in and out, and he's infected the full team. So these things happen in life, don't they? But listen, it's one of them. So it's going to have to be rescheduled, but let's just see how it goes.
Well,
that's boxing for you, though. I always said, until the two men's in the ring facing each other, don't buy any tickets.
Well, if the fight had been going ahead, how do you think it would have been? Because the first fight he won, the second fight he won, would have been a trilogy, 3 out of 3?
Tyson would have absolutely ate him alive. Deontay Wilder's got nothing to beat Tyson with. What he was expecting is step aside money, free money, and Tyson said, look, I don't want to give you $10, mate, because you're not a nice man. You've said I've cheated. You've tried to mar my victory over you. I don't even want to fight you. He said, what I want to do is kill you, and that's what I'm going to do. He said, so rather than give you step aside money, I'm going to beat you straight into retirement. He said, that's what's going to happen to you. So, but listen, here we are now, 8th of July, and it's all in jeopardy again.
Unbelievable.
Can't help unforeseen things happening. These things happen in the world.
What's good, family? So smash the like button and subscribe. So we just heard there from Big John Scary. Now, listen. This dude, this goofy looking ass, the chinless one. John the Chinless One Theory. Sorry, John the Chinless One Scary. Yeah, otherwise known as John Fury. Deontay Wilder. Yeah, that cat there, that goofy sounding ass. Listen, we heard his reaction there to the Tyson Fury thing, and to me, I hate to break it to you Dons one more again. What have I told you, man, over the last 6 months? These cats read off a script. Read off a script, 100%. This video came out, yeah, yesterday. Yesterday was when this whole thing broke. Oh? How John Fury knowing everything already? Kind of thing. Oh, it's already off. It wasn't confirmed off until now. Oh, you see what I mean? These don't have a script, I'm telling you. It was all booked, it was all planned. And in fact, I reckon John Scary in this video had a bit of a Freudian slip combined with some of his conscience, because he even said, I told everyone, don't buy it. Don't believe it. He's in the ring. So I think that, as I've said, 3-4 months ago, these dons knew they weren't going to go to the fight. Because, guess what? They're reading off a script. Let's not forget. For the last 9 months, John Scary, Tyson Scary, Fish Eyes Warren, Bob Arum, what have they been saying? Oh, the fight can't happen, C19. They were all reading off a script. Now all of a sudden, same script. Oh, yeah, it was in the camp and whatever else. And then the fact that John was telling everyone, don't buy tickets, don't believe it till you see it in the ring. We know why now. His conscience got him. His conscience and the Freudian slip got him. He was telling you, man, what was going to happen. All about to get mugged off. Yeah? All about to get mugged off. And he's just sitting up there and kind of playing along with it. How did he know? How was he so sure back on Thursday? Because I did a video and put it out. Initially, Top Wank came out and said, yeah, we're monitoring the situation. Nothing's confirmed. We're monitoring the health. They didn't, at that time, last night, Thursday, as of Thursday night, in fact, my video came out on Thursday night. My video came out at the same time John Scary would have been doing this. So you've got to ask yourself, at that point in time, the biggest update from Top Wank was that, we're monitoring the situation. There was no confirmed from Tyson Scary, having C19. It was not off. But John Fury already knew it was off. Oh, it's all off. It's all off. He's got it. Everyone's got it in. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing how John Scary knew it all? He knew it all. He did. He knew it all. He had the script from MTK. He had the MTK master script, 100%. Because these goofies, yeah, they're the most random dudes in history. And the only time they make any sense is when they're reading off his script. Like, for example, again, the detail of the latest detail, which I've done in my last video, was that everyone's got it in the camp. 10 man have got it in the camp. What does John Fury say here? Oh yes, a sparring partner. He brought it in. Oh, everyone's got it. Everyone's got. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. For me, it seems sus. It seems sus that John Fury knew everything before he knew everything simultaneously without being there. It's amazing. Yeah? And anyway, before I carry on, let me talk about someone else here, because he makes me laugh, does John Scary, because he says things like, oh, that's boxing for you, and I said don't buy the tickets. Do you think that absolves you? Do you think when you get to the pearly gates, John, you think that I know John Scary likes to make out it's really religious, but guess what? It's not religious to con people and go along with it just because it's your son. Because no one else wouldn't accept it. In fact, when David Haye was playing you about, you was well mad. And now Tyson Scary has become the David Haye. David Haye mugged Tyson Fury off and played around with him. Tyson Fury learnt from the best. He learnt from Haye. He learnt from that you can just mess around with the fans and mess around with people and take the piss out of people. And he's been doing it ever since. This is the most shocking thing I've ever seen. Genuinely, even though I predicted that Tyson Scary was going to pull out, I thought, nah, you know what? Surely not. Surely he's not going to be that blatant. Surely he's not going to go 5 for 5 and duck every big fight he's ever had, every big rematch he don't want. And he went and done it. No shame having ass, and did it in the worst way as well. Did it in a time when, guess what? No one has C19. You've been fully shot up. What? So it's actually amazing how desperate he is not to fight. Regardless of any logic. Like, for example, if he'd have pulled this last year, fair enough. I wouldn't have believed it anyway, but you know what? I'd kind of tip my hat to that and think, you know what I'm saying? You're using your environment well, but this was shocking. This just showed that he ain't got no respect for the fans. Anyway, let me move on now to the other parts, because there's a few things here that I want to really air out. The next thing he says, oh yeah, Fury was going to eat him alive, and giving it all that he was. Oh, Fury going to eat him alive, my son going to eat him alive, and we didn't want to give him any step aside. And listen, you man heard my opinion. I was looking forward to seeing what would happen. I don't care about either one of them, Tyson Scary or Beyonce, but because it was close, as I said and explained, I was looking forward to getting it on. No more. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how it plays out. Let the dice roll where they may. It's what I was waiting for. And in the build-up, Fury was talking his talk and whatever else. I bust your eardrum. What happened to all that? Because it's all well and good. It's all well and good. Tyson Scary and John Scary rocking up and talking that good talking with that deep voice, but that means something when you're gonna fight. Not when you're delaying things and postponing things. Oh, we didn't want to give him step aside, we wanted to fill him in. No, what you wanted to do was play around some more and postpone fights some more. That's what you mean to do. Let's not make, we didn't want to do this, we didn't want to do that. No, the judge ordered it. Who are you trying to kid here? You're making out that, innit? You're making out that you was the one trying to get the fighting. The way that John Scary's talking is as if he was the one begging for the fight. You man forced Wilder to take you to court. You man complained last year there was no fans so it couldn't happen. The big hard fighting men, who by the way, John Scary himself, ducking Mickey Theo, don't want no problems with Mickey Theo. And really, it does, so many things make sense now. John Scary, John Fury, the original Scary, the first of the Scary lineage, has passed on so many elements of himself. Initially, we thought it was just chinlessness. Now we know John Fury had no chin. Tyson Fury has no chin. John Fury has no power. Tyson Fury has no power. John Fury has no balls. Tyson Fury has no balls. John Fury loves running from fights. Tyson Fury loves running from fights. It's shocking. And listen, I don't want to hear nothing from you Tyson Scary fans, because at this point, if you still find a way to shill, YB, you just like picking on, I don't pick on no one. I thought Fury were going to win, really. I told you, man, I was looking forward to him sticking it on Wilder. And again, letting the cards lay where they may. But oh no, there has to be a big song and dance, don't there? Can never just crack on with it. That's what I never liked about Tyson Scary. Ever since he won a title, he's never been able to just get on with it. He's always found some goofy thing to be doing, something extra. It's real weird. I don't know how people support that. That's why people like AJ, because whatever you say, you crack on. You get stability. He cracks on. Methodically. Not, oh, I'm out here, 18 months off here, and 2 years off there, and whatever else. And then you got his dad chilling for him. Oh, we were going to do that. John, that was cool 2 months ago. It's no good mentioning things that were 2 months ago. Now, you're the problem. Do you understand? Saying, oh, talking about everything else that went on before, that was all well and good until now. Because now, you are the problem. Now, you are delaying it. Does that make sense? We can all look, for example, this time last week, you man heard my videos. The topic was Wilder. We was all digging Wilder out. That's what was cool to do. Or sorry, that is what made sense. It made sense last week to dig Wilder out. And I was planning for the next 2 weeks digging Wilder out some more. Because that's where the cards, that's what it was. Yeah? But I'm sorry now, right now, Deontay Wilder, is looking real good. He's looking nice. He's smelling real nice right now. In the YB's eyes. Just Tyson Scary is at the bottom of the pile. However low Deontay Wilder was, Tyson Scary is made a new low. I don't care. I'm sorry. All you. I know there's some like, I can't think of the name, but there is some Tyson Fury fans out there who like AJ, and they default to Fury because they don't like Wilder. I'm telling you now, I'm more of a Wilder fan than I am a Fury fan, because guess what? Both men were supposed to get in the ring on July 24th. That's all you had to do. Or, if you didn't want to do that, set some sort of date. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? Whatever day you planned on actually fighting Tyson Scary is what you should have put in there. If you didn't want to plan to fight until August or September, put it as that. But I'm not having... I don't know how people can still support this, and we can't carry on yet. And let's keep digging Wilder out. What? This fight was supposed to be done. Now imagine that. Imagine, yeah. I'm sure there'll be some people who try and do this, but imagine trying to dig Wilder out on July 25th. Innit? Just imagine 2 weeks from now, it's July 25th, and you try and make a video digging Wilder out. So, how can we do that? How does that make sense? This fight should have been done already. That's the problem I've got right now. We should be in the final build-up right now. Not, 4 months later. And that's why I can never be a Tyson Scary fan. Because what are you supporting? You're supporting a sloppy, goofy dude who will lie to do anything to stay out of a fight. And then he brings his dad in to shill for him some more. Because people think Big John Fury is a real hard ass. So people give him credibility for it. It wouldn't surprise me if they did it on that day on purpose. Oh yeah, well, John Fury's got to do an interview thing, so let's do it on this day, and John will be able to shill for us, and John Fury will be able to get the script out. That's probably what it was. In fact, that's definitely what it was. It's all planned. Yeah, well, yeah, look, John Fury's got his big public speaking thing, so let's get him to read the script out there, and 100%. Well, I'm sorry, but it's not coincidence. The way that John Fury was reading the script off, oh yeah, it was a sparring man who brought it in, and how do you know all of that? How did he know all of that at a time when nothing was confirmed? He knew the whole narrative, didn't he? Yeah, well, it's one sparring guy brought it in, and it's one of them things. This is how life goes. No, it's not how life goes, John. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not when your man's been with the same camp for months and not had no problems. And then what gets me the most here is that Tyson Scary and John Scary, they're normally quite conspiratorial, but all of a sudden there ain't no conspiracies to be found, innit? All of a sudden he's not asking no questions. And what I don't like is two-facedness, because guess what? If this was Wilder right now, we'd all be going mad. But for some reason, certain goofy fans, fake boxing fans, they like to be biased. Oh, no, well, yeah, if it's Fury, then he's sick, and... What's that man called? Ultra Cuck. Yeah, Ultra Cuck. oh, well, yeah, Tyson Fury's really sick, and I hope he's well soon, I hope he gets better soon, and wow. Wow, you think this is real? If you think this is real, the moon's made of cheese for you dons, 100%. Yeah? The moon is made of cheese for you dons. You think this is real? I mean, I'm not being funny. In fact, scrap it. You know, I don't want to keep going on this one. I've said what needs to be said, but the last thing that I want to get into is this bit about, John Scary started saying, we were going to beat him into retirement. What happened to that then? Where's that? Where was the attitude? Why, innit? We couldn't wait to beat him into retirement. We didn't want no step aside. We wanted to get our hands on him instead. So where was all that? Where was all that thinking? Where was all of that narrative of, yeah, we want to beat him into retirement, and we can't wait to get our hands on him, and no step aside, we're going to whoop him instead? Where was all that talk in the last 48 hours? Where was all that gone? We need to know. I don't understand that. You was doing all this and didn't want to do that, and I can't wait to get my hands on him, and I'm going to bust his eardrum. Where's all that gone in the last 48 hours? I'm confused. Because it's nowhere to be found. And John Fury's giving us old lyrics. These lyrics are weeks old. The new news is your son has dropped his kegs. And talking the most fake news. Just making up lies. And that's the other part of this. It's the whole lying part. The MTK script part. They can never just be honest. Come out and say, listen, I'm scared. I'm scared out my boots. I'm working with no hardware. I'm working with moody hardware. My chin's wafer thin, and I'm just scared that it's gonna all end in one shot from Wilder. I'd respect that more. Yeah, I really would. Then come out and 10 people, 10 man, I've got it, and just messy. And you know it's all lies because initially, Top Rank said, we're monitoring the situation. They didn't. It's right there. We're monitoring the health, and then 10 man have got it. How does that work? What do you mean you're monitoring the health? Did 10 man have it or not? Well, that tells you all you need to know. They weren't sure what they wanted to tell us because they're making it up, if that makes sense. At that point in time, they weren't sure what they wanted to tell us, what direction they wanted to go, and that tells you that they're picking it out of thin air, because there's only one truth, and when you tell the truth, it is what it is. You're not able to develop it. We're monitoring the situation. Oh yeah, it's 10 man. How'd you go from monitoring the situation to 10 man? I've got it. I'd love to know. I'd love to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to hear the play-by-play on that one. No, nothing's off. You're monitoring the situation. 10 man, I've got it. It's a massive. You know what I'm saying? It's an outbreak. Madness. I've never heard of anything like it. I reckon in a few weeks from now they're going to talk about the Fury variant. Yeah? The Tyson scary variant. The scary variant, they're going to call it. The way they're carrying on about this massive outbreaks, you know what I'm saying? Wow.